Hey everyone, welcome to Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Now in this video, I'm going to discuss the possibility that we may finally have a Scream film set in the winter, which I know a large part of the Scream fandom has wanted to see for a very long time, and I always thought it would be a really cool setting as well, especially if we get snow. However, that may not be all. Could it be that in addition to a winter setting, we may very well see Scream 7 take place during the Christmas season? Now, I'm going to explore that and the potential implications it may have to the movie right now. Let's go!
It's David Arquette, Dewey from the Scream movies, as you know. Remember, there's only one rule to surviving a horror movie, and that's subscribing to Craving Something Scary.
So I want to give a shout out to my friend Critical Overlord, who is the first content creator I've seen share this rumor. And he has a great video about it over on his channel as well. So be sure and check it out. Now, let's get into it. According to Critical Overlord, his sources that he deems very credible have shared with him that the setting for Scream 7 is going to be Christmas. That's going to be the backdrop for the movie. And his confidence level, I spoke to him, his confidence level is very, very high. And so that's why I went ahead and decided to make this video. Only because I know, his credibility and I know him and we talk frequently. So I went ahead and decided it was worth bringing up to you guys so that you guys can be aware of it. And something at least to ponder. Now, let me make it very clear. This is a rumor. It is not from Spyglass. It's not from Paramount. It's not from Christopher Landon or anyone involved in the production. This is a rumor. So always take a pinch of salt with everything when it comes to rumors, because these things can change. They can turn out to not be true, or they could turn out that it was true, but they changed their mind and did a different direction. All those things are possible, okay? So remember that up front. But having said that, the Christmas setting is there's so much potential that you can do in a Christmas winter setting. I would be happy with just a winter setting, not even around Christmas. Just any time in the winter would have been great for me, because if it's a snowy background, if it's not a snowy background, it really doesn't matter. And the whole point for me, at least, having a winter background was having the snow, right? It was having all those elements of winter that you think of, especially of course not where I live, but in a great part of the country and other parts of the world, that's what winter is. And so that's the backdrop. And it was always a cool idea of seeing the black silhouette, the robe against the white snow as a contrast. And of course, any kills that you have, the bright red against the snow, and the snow melting from the blood as the steam comes up. I mean, all that, those are cool images that, come to mind that you can do. And of course, depending on where it is, if you're at a ski resort, which I've talked about before, you could have one of those situations where you've got multiple suspects, it's snowed in kind of deal, and you can't get out. There's no phone signal, all those scenarios, no Wi-Fi. And so you're literally trapped and you're stuck in that location, and you have all kinds of scenarios there you could do. Or you could also have it where the core four and or Sydney, because I know I think Sydney's in 7. I've told you guys that already. But whoever is involved is in a cabin, or they go rent a property to get away for a winter break from college, if the core four, if it's not a big time jump, assuming this is another year later, maybe they're still in college, they're wrapping up, or it could be after. We don't know what the time jump's going to be. But there's scenarios. There's ways you can do it. There's all kinds of plot lines and visuals you could have that would make it really beautiful visually, but also fun practically when it comes to the actual killings and all that running around and everything you're going to do. So if it is winter, I hope it's snow. That's number one, just because I think it's a cool environment. Now, Christmas, though, it does add an extra little, a little oomph to it, I guess you could say, because why is it Christmas? Now, is it Christmas break? That's, again, all these possibilities. They could be, or where are they going to be? Are they going to be going back to Woodsboro for Christmas break? You know, the twins, the Meeks going back to see Martha, their mom. Sam and Tara, maybe they've reconciled with Christina and they're going back to Woodsboro. Who knows? Those are possibilities. But the thing is, Christmas, and I want to mention this because there's actually 2 points I want to make about this. If indeed this is a Christmas setting, then there's 2 things. Remember this. Number one, a Christmas setting does not mean it will influence the story. And what I mean by that is look at Scream 6. It's a perfect example. It's Halloween time. That's the backdrop. But that had no impact on the actual story itself. It was just Halloween time. That's it. And it could easily be that way here too. So remember that. Don't get too excited about the idea of Christmas being involved, I would say, because it may just merely be that's the season. You know, you see Christmas lights, you see Christmas trees, you know, all the traditional stuff. And, you know, heck, maybe you even see them on Christmas exchanging gifts. That's a possibility. But it may not be any more than that. It's just a setting, a backdrop to what's going on. That's number one. Now, on the other hand, the Christmas setting could actually be integral to the story. Like there could be a reason it's happening at Christmas. Christmas could be the catalyst for another attack for some reason. Perhaps it's connected to something around Christmas time in the past. And it's, you know, catalyst now to a new attack. And then they've got to go get, you know, Kirby, maybe if she's back to investigate. Whoever's investigating, it's all about figuring out what's going on and why is it happening at Christmas. I mean, you could go so deep into that you could have literally like Christmas gifts could be sent and packages could arrive and you open up the package and it's like, you know, a severed limb, a hand or a finger, or it could be a threat, a Christmas card that's a warped Christmas card, you know, kind of like the movie Valentine. You guys seen Valentine? I love that movie where they get the Valentine's Day cards and they're all twisted messages. It could be something like that too. So you're really implementing Christmas into the story, like it's a part of the movie. Those are the 2 scenarios I see. Honestly, if I had to predict right now, just my own thoughts on this, I think it's going to be more like Scream 6. It's just going to be in the background. I don't think it's going to be centric to the story like Valentine was for that movie, for example. I don't. I could be wrong, of course. It could go either way. But I just have a feeling it's going to be more like what we saw before in 6. It's there. You're aware it's Christmas time. But Christmas has nothing to do with the motive or the reason for the attacks or any of this type stuff. So those are the 2 things I'm thinking of right now about this rumor. If it does turn out to be true, remember, pinch of salt, guys, pinch of salt. But it's fun to think about. Now, all right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I want to know what you think about the possibility of a Christmas setting for Scream 7. Start leaving your thoughts, ideas, and theories you may have about that in the comments section below right now so we can discuss it together. And I love hearing your guys' theories. Well, that's it for this update, but I'll be back soon with more Scream and other horror movie content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, this is Craven Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Thanks for watching.